Hi folks, it's Natasha from One Sassy Scribe, and it's that time of the week again for my weekly self-care top tip. This week, very quickly, we're talking mindful moments. So you know those times where you are full of overwhelm, full of anxiety, the to-do list is mounting up, the expectations on you are just getting too much, there's a million and one things to do, and all you want to do is kind of crawl into bed and just forget the world exists. We've all been there. I think we've all been there quite a lot over the last 12 months. So what I want you to think is next time you feel like that is mindful moments. Mindful moments are exactly what they say on the tin. It's where you forget about the to-do list, forget about what's expected of you, and just focus on something else. Now that something else can be your breathing, it can be something to do with your senses, so it can be something that you can hear or you can smell or you can touch, or a combination of all those things. But it's taking yourself out of the situation that you're in, out of your own negative thoughts, and focusing on something completely different. And that's a mindful moment. It's being present and thinking about something else instead. One of the easiest and quickest ways to do this, I have found, is through a cup of tea. So instead of rushing around here, there and everywhere trying to get one sorted, take a step back, get your nice mug out of the cupboard, listen to the kettle boiling, and just stop in that moment, just for a few minutes, just to focus on nothing but making that awesome cup of tea or coffee if you're so inclined. Just taking that time to not think about anything else. So that's what I want you to do. That's your homework for this week. When you are feeling anxious, when you are feeling massively overwhelmed, think, I need a mindful moment. Now, everybody's mindful moments will be different. So for some people, it will be having a cup of tea. For others, it will be just going and standing outside in the garden for 5 minutes by yourself. For others, it can be anything. It can be anything. One of my favourite things to do is to stare out the window and watch the birds in the garden. So it's not just finding the time to do big things like meditation. It's accepting that you need to do something in the here and now, and you can do mindful moments anywhere as long as it's safe. The best place I have found, particularly as a mum, is on the toilet, being brutally honest, although I know that kids can interrupt you. But yes, that's my top tip for this week. When things are getting too much, think, I need a mindful moment, and just focus on something else. If you focus on your senses, it's much easier to do, because we're quite tactile people, aren't we? And it's easier to focus on something that we can see or we can hear or we can touch. So that's your homework for this week. Next time things are getting stressful, just think mindful moment. As always, stay sassy, stay safe.